Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna talk about 4 different strategies for Season 17 Zodiac. I know that a few people have second thoughts about this season and they don't know if it's a good one or if this is a really bad season. The season pass this time looked a lot different and some people were quite confused about it because you get 12 miners and 5 copies of each of them. Season 17 is ongoing now for around 4 weeks in the moment I'm recording the video here. I promised you at the beginning of the season when I made the video about it that I have a lot of strategies in my mind that I want to share. And I'm comfortable enough now that I completed more than half of the pass to share all the data with you. I have 4 different strategies and I call them the ultimate strategies for season 17. At the end of this video you will have all of the knowledge and tools that you will need to actually make the best out of season 17, and you will have a big advantage over people that didn't watch this video, so make sure that you will pay close attention to everything that I say. Before we jump into strategy number 1, let me give you a real quick explanation of the overview that I created. Here on the left side you will find the names of the miners as well as the mining power in the middle and the bonus percentages that they give. Some of the miners cannot be sold in the marketplace and others can, and this is an estimated value of Rollertoken that they are worth. Also here on the bottom you will find the total mining power and bonus percentage of each of the strategies, as well as a breakdown of money that it will cost you or if you are actually getting money back. And in every single strategy we're just gonna imagine that we already completed the entire pass and we got all of the miners 5 times each. We got the 3k season tokens, which is around 30 Rollertoken in value talking, and also we did the bonus quest every single day throughout the entire season, so this is another 35 Rollertoken, and all of this is applying of course to all of these strategies. And let's get started with strategy number 1. In strategy number 1 we are going to place down every single miner only one time, and the rest of the copies that we will have we're gonna resell them in the marketplace, and the other ones we just keep in the inventory for now for later use. And then we're gonna have here 16p in mining power and 13% bonus power, so this is pretty good, and you will actually receive 40 Rollertoken money back after purchasing the pass for 100 Rollertoken already, because the miners that you will be able to resell have a value estimated of 75 Rollertoken. And also keep in mind, when we completed the entire pass we will get around 3k season token as rewards just from the pass, and also we get another 3.5k from the bonus quest that we get unlocked by purchasing the pass in the first place. So basically you make more money by purchasing the pass than you will actually spend, and you have all of the value still lying around here, and you have of course mining power now that you wouldn't have had without the pass. So this is absolute insane already, guys, and keep in mind you can place those ones that cannot be sold also inside of your room as long as you have space. So the number that you see here as mining power can significantly be increased by placing the other miners that you can see here 4 times more, so you have a lot more mining power. And that leads us to the strategy number 2, where now we're gonna place everything into the room. We don't resell anything. That of course means that we are not getting any money back, and now we need to actually invest 35 Rollertoken, because the money that we resell here is not enough to cover for the cost and to keep everything. So basically you spend 35 Rollertoken into getting 80p of mining power and 13% bonus power. The bonus power is the same because every single same miner can only count one time bonus power, but it will change later on when we are actually going to merge stuff, because a different tier will accumulate the bonus power because it's in a sense a different miner even though it's the same one. Here just keep in mind that you need a lot of space inside of your room to place that many miners, but seeing that it costs you only 35 Rollertoken and you get this massive amount of mining power here, this is absolutely crazy, guys. And it keeps getting crazier with strategy number 3. In this strategy we are going to merge all of the miners that you see here one time to level 2, and we will have 3 copies of each of them spare to resell in the marketplace. Now that we are merging things, of course that comes with a fee, and I included all of the fees to merge them here on this side. Also merging the miners to level 2 costs you white parts, and I put all of them that you need here, and in total you would need 30k fans, 20k wires and around 18k hashboards, and this will be a total of part prices and merging fees of 159 Rollertoken that you would need to spend. Also now that you merged everything you can resell the miners that you have left, and you just keep the rest in your inventory, and you receive a lot of parts already in this value from those season tokens that you get anyways by completing the pass. So the total of this strategy will be 108 Rollertokens spent, and this of course includes the 100 Rollertoken for the season pass. So you for 108 Rollertoken get 41p in mining power, base power talking, and also 33% bonus power. So this is pretty massive, and it keeps getting crazier, guys. Let's see strategy number 4. In this strategy we are going to make one level 3 version of all of them, and we're gonna have one copy spare in this case, because we make 2 times level 2, that means we need 4 miners, and then we have one level 3 version. And if we are doing this, of course we need to also merge the other stuff twice and have the fees twice, and I included them here at the end. So we will now spend a total of 800 roller token into strategy number 4. We're gonna have some of the miners left in the inventory, and we will have a total base mining power of 108p and 61% bonus power. So these stats are absolute ridiculous already, guys. And keep in mind, you still have miners left here that later on you can just place them on top in your room. You will have more bonus power and also way more base mining power, so this is pretty insane. Also now I wanna take the fear from you, because 800 roller token looks like a lot of token that you need to spend into getting this amount of mining power. And I want to mention at that point that you will get season tokens by doing the daily quests and stuff anyways. As I said at the beginning of the video, we're gonna imagine that we have this season pass done. That means you did a lot of quests and you will have season tokens that have a certain value. And for this season tokens, you will be able to open common part cases. Each of them costs you 40 season tokens, but you have an estimated 25k of them to spend. So you will be able to open a lot of those part cases, and the absolute minimum of parts that you can receive with this amount of season tokens is 109k. Keep in mind, I'm calculating with the minimum. You can get way more parts than that, and you will have an estimate value of 218 roller token. So we now can of course deduct this price here from the price that you saw up, and if you are including those season tokens that we will get by just completing the pass in the first place, we will now get 258 roller token back for strategy number 1. So this is pretty insane. So not only you will get the mining power, but also you have a lot of roller tokens spare to spend. So this is completely crazy, guys. In the case of strategy number 2, where we kept all of the level 1 miners, we will now not spend 35 roller token anymore, but we can sell a lot of parts at the end of the season. So we will have almost 200 roller token left, and we will have a total mining power of 88p. Then in this strategy number 3, where we merged all of them to level 2 and we sell or burn the rest of them, we would have needed 107 roller token, but the value of the season token that we will receive is almost 200. So we will now have 100 roller token left, and also we have 55p in mining power, guys. And in the strategy number 4, where we merge all of them to level 3, we would have needed 800 roller token, and keeping in mind the value of season tokens, now we spend a little less than 600 roller token, and we will have almost 175p in mining power with this kind of strategy. So keeping the new numbers in mind, all of the strategies look very promising, and this season pass has an insane value. And I'm not gonna stop with just this information, because you are still watching the video. I want to give you some extra strategies as a reward. Thank you so much for watching, guys. In the extra strategy number 1, we are going to merge everything to level 2, and we keep the rest and place it into the room. And that would mean that the total cost without the roller season token value would be 164 roller token that we need to spend. But of course we get a lot of roller token by basically just completing the pass in the first place. So we now at the end of the season have 55 roller token left, and we have a total mining power of 129p. So this is pretty insane. And in extra strategy number 2, we are going to merge everything to level 3 and we keep the rest. And then we need to spend around 600 roller token after we already resold everything. And with this strategy, we are going to be now at 216p for 600 roller token. So this looks very good already. And I have an extra strategy for the somewhat more advanced people here. If you're gonna go and buy the pass and you're just gonna wait for a burning event and you burn absolute everything that you receive from the season pass, then you will now have, after completing the season pass, a lot of miners that give you 80p in burning fuel for those burning events, and you will have completed the pass in the first place. So you got a total of 200 roller token extra to spend now just for completing the pass. So you basically got 200 roller token for free, and you got 80p in burning fuel for burning events for free. And my conclusion was that this should be a no-brainer purchase even for very advanced players, because at the end of the day you get free token and free burning fuel. What do we want more? This is absolutely insane. I really love the season pass. This season pass is super good. Of course the different strategies now have different pros and cons. Let's get started with strategy number 1. In this strategy you basically spend no money, you even got money back, and you have now 15p in mining power and 13% bonus power. So while this strategy is really good and you get money back, the mining power itself is really low. So that is a big con. But one of the pros is that you cannot resell every single miner, so you will have a lot more mining power that we are actually anticipating here. So you could just place these spare miners in your room instead of just leaving leaving them be in the inventory. But of course that's a big problem as well, because now you will need an infinite amount of slots in your mining room. The mining power percentage that you see here will not increase because the actual miners are the same ones. So that is a big con. Infinite amount of space occupied for a little bit more mining power here. In strategy number 2, we're gonna place down absolute all of the miners. Like I said, we're not gonna resell anything here. That means we need an infinite amount of space again. That's a big con. Another con here is that it's all of them the same miners. So again, we will have only 13% bonus power. So it basically will not grow our account exponentially more than that, except we are purchasing more rooms now and place more miners that are not the same ones, or we start merging things. In strategy number 3, one of the biggest pros is that we are actually not spending any money if we are keeping in mind the season tokens that we can resell. Here we are getting 100 roller token back by just basically placing down the miners and participating in the season pass anyways. So we are having now 40p in power. This is absolute massive, guys. And keep in mind that we also can place down the other miners here. That's one of the cons again. We need an infinite amount of space again inside of the room. So basically now we are forced to purchase more rooms, which will be more expensive again. So maybe we need to now reinvest the 100 roller token that we have extra in new rooms to basically make up for the lack of space that we will face. Also a big con in this strategy is that we are basically bound to the market prices. So if marketplace prices go up, then also our cost goes up exponentially. In strategy 4, we have the biggest pro that it has the most mining power out of all of them, but of course it is also the most expensive one. If you keep in mind the season tokens that later on we can sell, we still spend around 600 roller token into this strategy. So seeing those numbers here, this is the biggest mining power possible. Also it doesn't take that much space, but of course it is the highest cost and it will take a little bit longer to accomplish this. And as a new player, maybe this looks very scary to you guys. So that's a con. This will be very time consuming and you need to basically long-term plan for this so that you can actually make it to the end. One of the biggest pros about extra strategy number 1, where we merge them to level 2 and keep the rest, is that we have a fairly high mining power now and we are still getting money back. The only con that I see here is that we still need a lot of space in the mining room to actually be able to keep up with all of the miners that we need to place down. Same goes for the extra strategy number 2. It's a little bit better. We don't have that many miners left anymore. Now in total here we would need to place down 24 miners, but of course we will have an insane amount of mining power for that. So the 24 slots are actually pretty worthwhile, I would say, for 216p. And then of course we have the extra strategy number 3. This one has only pros actually if you are an advanced player, because you don't spend any money, you get money back. So the extra strategy number 3 is the most no-brainer out of it if you are more advanced. The only con that I see is that if you are not a very advanced player, that you will basically throw your mining power into the oven and then you will need to wait until the burning event to see if it's actually worth it to do this. Other than that, it really has no cons, guys. This is the only strategy that only has pros for advanced players at least, so really cool. I'm really curious about your opinion, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about the season pass before watching the video. Please be honest. Let's see how many people actually hated on the season pass and didn't like it so much. I really think it's a really good one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, leave them down below as well, and I see you in the next one. Bye!